Well, where do we leave off? Plot armor, right?
Plot armor.
Yeah.
You are a guy who has plot armor.
I know. I mean, I have that.
You're the guy who's had like 800 loads of plot armor.
Me and Cassie together have tons of plot armor. It is insane. The amount of plot armor me and Cassie have
is gonna be. You should just name your child plot armor.
His child has 0 plot armor.
I would. My child would be the kind of child we'd name him Jesus, and he would walk on water just because he needs to own up to the name. Like he'd be like, guys, listen, I know I'm named Jesus, but I'm not that insane. And then the universe would be like, walk on water. And it'd be like, fuck that.
The puppy's drowning. Go get him.
Actually,
I don't think I've seen anyone like straight up get saved like Emma gets saved though. Like actually. I also don't know anyone who really tests it like Emma does.
I live in a constant state of fear, and I mean this. I have massive levels of anxiety because this is my life. Let me break it down for you. I go, shit, I fucked up. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm freaking out, and the universe goes, oh, don't worry about it. The universe goes, we solved that for you. Like, what? I was like, okay, I can try and maybe, oh no. I can, alright, babe, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I'm freaking out. She's like, just calm down, don't worry about it, it'll all be figured out. What happens, the universe shows up. I don't know how half my problems get solved. Half of my problems get solved.
He wakes up and they're done.
Yes.
They don't actually get solved. He just dies one day and then he figures out like none of the shit actually got
If
solved.
that is the case, then I'm space sandy and I can live with that.
Anyways, it's funny. It's super funny because my brain works in the opposite way. I don't freak about shit. I'll get into near-death experiences and I'll just be like,
whatever.
How are you gonna work?
Right. That's different. Like my car accident. Remember my car accident? That
when you hit
where
the pole,
I totaled my car, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I don't have a car, I can't go to work. I gotta take the bus. What am I gonna do? I gotta take the bus to work. Oh no, the bus. Take my car to a mechanic. Oh, it's only gonna be $3,000 to repair. We just have to fix your control arms.
Alternatively, I get into a car accident. They send me to the hospital. I'm out the same day, and I tell you guys like it's nobody's business. I guess I just got into this huge car accident.
Everybody heard about that within 10 minutes.
No, they're like I got ambulanced over to like a hospital. They let me out in like half an hour. What the fuck? You okay? I think so. Like my necklace got caught in my tooth. That's what I was worried about. My necklace almost broke.
I think about that. I think about that a lot.
You don't wear jewelry?
No, but he told me how they pulled the necklace out of his mouth, and it was embedded in his gums up here.
Yeah.
And they had to peel it out. Meanwhile, I fucking crash into a stump, a wall, and blow all 4 of my tires. I walk out just fine. I literally stood out of the car. I even tried to cry. I went, it's actually not that big of a deal. I just need to figure out how to get my car.
Kendall was just crying that he has more shit to do now.
My biggest hurdle that day was my phone was dead.
Bro.
I
don't know how you survived that day. Like, literally everything that could have gone wrong went wrong.
No, but then a police officer showed up and was like, are you okay? And I was like, no. I don't have a phone. I already thought I got to call my mom. Mom was like, get the car towed. Got the car towed. Car was fixed up in about 2 weeks. It was good. Oh, and by the way, how did I pay? How did I pay for all that? With student loans. And how did I pay off those student loans?
You have.
With an internship that I got that I did not deserve. Plot armor to the roof. Call me. Well, who's a good anime character that wears a lot of armor?
Fucking Naruto.
Yeah, I was about to say the same.
No, that's plot armor. I was going to say with actual.
Oh.
Call me Saber. Her fake say.
Oh yeah.
But also, I mean, I do have to pay for it eventually, right?
But the plot just gonna save you again.
No. The plot's not gonna give me a job, but it might.
See, Kendall being common is a great example. He had a lot of plot armor until he had no more armor left.
Until I needed to become a literary device.
Tommy was literally going up against literal foot soldiers, like elite foot soldiers that they could go toe to toe.
Yeah.
One day we did such a shitwreck.
He did for the most part.
He was like,
You're half the
I
life.
don't know how to fight anybody in my life, but I'm gonna go square toe to toe with you right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I like your grit. You don't got skill. I like your grit, though.
You know why? You know why I think I'm not going to be common though? Just because if I died, nothing would change, right? If I died, you guys are going to be like, we need to change the world for the memory of Kendall. You guys would be like, oh,
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
yeah.
If Kamina lived through that, I feel like their civilization would be fucked.
Yeah. What the fuck? He didn't have a plan past.
No, he didn't.
Getting to surface world, yeah.
Zero game plan.
He had zero. He showed up. He found the resistance. The resistance was like, "This is our plan." He was like, "Perfect. We're in charge."
I call leader.
Right? He was like, "Do you guys have a giant robot that can fight?" No, we do. We're in charge.
Shotgun.
He goes, "The second, like, who's in charge? What's her name? Yoko. You're in charge, right? All right. You are now second in command." Because you have the most battle experience out of everyone here, and we're going to actually fight your battles. That's how that fucking went. Like,
It's not wrong. He's not wrong.
That's exactly how he's like, we're in charge.
That's literally how it went.
Yeah.
Hey, we're on the surface, and you guys, we're dying, and hey, we'll fight.
All right.
We lead. It's us.
All right. I will say my one issue with that anime, real quick, was like they didn't need to do that to Yoko. Yoko wasn't doing nothing wrong, yet everyone she loves dies. Like, what the fuck was that? That was stupid. Also, because she loved dumbasses.
That's true.
Both of the people that she loved were like, we will throw ourselves.
Who's the second guy?
The blonde. Keaton. The blonde guy that was
Had
like.
the three sisters?
Yeah, who was like also like.
Where they rode the dogs backwards. They're interesting though, where he's riding the dogs backwards.
That was. I loved him. I loved him all.
Too. But no, he was the same thing as Kamina. He was just a fight. He was a fighter, that's all.
He was like, I love you. Now watch me throw myself into a black hole.
What a dick! What a dickhead!
He spent a total. He was like, listen, we don't have any.
He's like, that
plans.
pussy was not good enough.
No, the pussy was fine.
No, Fool goes, I know you're a teacher, and I could probably pull at you now, but guess what? I love you. Suicide!
He was like, let me show you why I'm worthy of your love. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to throw. His plan. They had one plan. They were like, well, if we disrupt the core of the black hole, we can get out of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, I know what we do. Yeah.
Wait, we could send a missile. Me with the missile.
Like, can we not just enhance a missile with Simone's, spiral power and then try it? No. I'm going to take one of Simone's drills and we're using my own spiral power.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what he did.
I will show you how good I am. What the fuck? Everybody else took the time to go, not me.
The percentage of the drill itself hitting is like 10%. But with me, it's 12. I like those odds.
like
Irrational confidence, bro.
Did you ever watch Don't Look Up, that new movie?
No.
Okay. Beautiful. There's a meteorite about to hit Earth, kill everything, right? They go, all right, we need to knock it off its course. So the scientists are like, we can just launch our nukes. The nukes will hit it, blast it off. The president goes, brilliant idea, but you know what we need? A pilot. He goes, we don't need a pilot. We can just launch the nukes pilot themselves. No. American people love a pilot. So they go to this racist old army guy, and they're like, we need you to jump on a shuttle and kill yourself for no reason. We don't need you to pilot to get these nukes to their destination. They're gonna get to their destination with or without you. But we need you on that shuttle to die in space.
Damn.
And it's funny because he's about to go up and he's saying the most off the ball shit. Like, you know what I don't get? Why did Indians and Indians never team up? Right? Like bow and arrows and elephants would have been sick. I was like, oh, it's a funny ass movie. Watch it, check it out. It's hilarious. But yeah, that was the whole mentality behind his. All of Yoko's love interests were just a bunch of muscle heads that are like, if I die, I die. But I died knowing I hit that. Like, and then the one time.
Well, the second guy who went, right, she didn't get none from either one.
No, she kissed him one time.
Her balls are blue to this day.
I know. But to be fair, isn't that kind of traumatizing? Like, you know you attract one specific type.
Right?
Dumbasses.
The under deathbed type.
Bro.
Yes. The
There's
dumbasses that are like, I'm so in love with you. One kiss. Cool. Now I'm going to throw myself
Don't
into
worry.
that.
There's 10 more coming. Alright, I'm looking forward to it. I die.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just want to tell you before I suicide, I've loved you. I've loved you too. Alright. I'm off.
Meanwhile, Simone's over here doing the one smart thing going, I'm going to find one bitch that's just not from her. Like, the one bitch that's just not
But
from
even
her.
he has that sad ending.
Yes,
He's
he
like,
has that
because he
ending.
went, I knew this was happening.
But
Isn't
you-
that sad though?
I mean, yes,
He's
it's
like,
sad.
I did all, literally, we're going on this adventure to save her.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go save her. We saved her. Guess what? She was gonna die anyway.
But here's my beef. Here's my beef with that, right? He could have been like, let's just us live on the surface for maybe like, why not? The rule was for the anti-spiral to show up, you needed to reach 1 million people.
1 million people.
Right.
Surface. On the surface.
On the surface. So you're telling me they just went, nobody wants to live in holes anymore? Like, what, living resources? You don't got to worry about killing off your own to survive? Like,
So hold on. So remember this argument I made that a lot of MCs can't have a love interest until after they do their shit.
yeah.
Is this the exception?
No, it's correct. He shouldn't have gotten with her till after he killed the anti-spiral.
She
wouldn't have
does
existed.
spark the anti-spiral war though.
She does spark the anti-spiral, which is why he should. Here's my thing: if he had gone with any other regular bitch, no, you're right.
Right.
It's
one.
because if he didn't get with her, they would have never
It's
made
the
it.
silver lining.
Yeah.
Because she does spark that like journey,
Yeah.
but it becomes a thing where it's like, I'm here to save Nia. At the same time, fuck this spiral bitch.
No, that's a fact. Because like the thing is, if she didn't spark that, they would have just been like, oh no, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And then they were like, they found Mia, and they were like, or Nia, whatever her name is,
Nia.
whatever. Medea. But they found her, and she's all like, the anti-spiral shall come and annihilate human life as it is. And they're like, okay, so we just follow this one.
Used her as a prophet. That was it.
They were like, okay, so whatever she says, we just follow that. What's the next move? Go to the moon and find the giant beast king machine on the moon.
Yeah, literally. Just drill through the moon and make that part of you. Okay.
Put your thing in. Put your little tiny screw into the bigger screw, and then that becomes a giant spaceship. And then take that spaceship and put it into another giant spaceship, and that becomes a
Now
bigger
you're
spaceship.
galactic size.
Yeah.
I think you guys could take on the anti-spiral now.
But if you want to go any bigger than that, that's purely on your determination. It's a great anime. The way we make it sound is it sounds like the dumbest anime of all time.
It has a lot of dumb moments.
It's super dumb. But like
It
if you're just an anime watcher that enjoys watching people grow, fight, and win, Gurren Lagann is the one.
In a short distance too.
Yeah.
I think it's only like 26 episodes.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
It didn't take up my whole time, right? It's not like Naruto where
Each
it's like,
episode was amazing too.
Yeah.
Each episode had some except with it's only one episode exception. And that is literally like the depressed Simone and finding his way out. Because that's when he finds Nia.
yeah.
Right? That I didn't even like that part. Where he was like, oh, I gotta just go.
Oh
myself
yeah, I had actually
into the
big beef with
graveyard.
that.
Yeah. And he's like, I found this girl that's supposed to be dead. And she's alive.
He can't be mad at that though, because that's what happened to me when
I was gonna say it's not a bad thing because it kind of jumped him out of his depression for sure.
100%.
But at the same time, like you're just like you're tough. You're better than that.
Where's your self worth? Is the
You
question.
let Kamina down because now you channeled this bro thing into doing this for her.
Right.
Do
And
it,
then
do it for you, boy.
And then when he finally loses her, what does he do? He's no longer like, I'm still going to be this guy that everybody believed in. No. He cracks coconuts for her.
That's right. He's like, you take the fucking girl. I don't want this shit anymore.
And he's
Took
like,
me a dead.
he was like, you're the next generation. And here's my issue with that. If I saved the universe, right? I saved the universe.
We
Best
never hear the
believe
end of it.
you would never. And I mean, I'd build statues of myself. I'd have 10 statues.
That's what I'm
I'd
saying.
have one on every continent, right? And I'm not talking like these bullshit statues in like the middle of Times Square or some bullshit. I'm talking like the one in Rio de Janeiro with like Jesus size. Like
God damn.
10. 2 in America.
2 in America.
2 in
He
America.
wants
Kendall's like 2 in San Francisco.
he
Yeah.
wants 14
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty built size Kendalls.
Yeah. I want 10. And I know there's only, 7 continents,
Yes.
including Antarctica, right? Antarctica can have a tiny one because I respect their whole vibe. But like, but like, that still leaves 2
Okay.
extra ones that need to be, or 3 extra ones that need to be placed. And I'm going to say it's going to be 4 surrounding the city of San Francisco, just looking down on them, just so that the person who gave me all those parking tickets last semester knows that I am the only reason they're alive. If I save the universe, that's what I want. Now, I don't want money. I want to be able to complain about it for a good year. And then 10 statues. That's it. Is that a lot? Yeah.
Is that a lot?
Bruh.
Yeah, it's a lot. Those are huge statues. China doesn't need to build one.
I would just keep the robot.
No.
I would keep the robot.
What would I do with the robot What would I do with the robot after defeating the anti-bot? What would I do?
I don't know. If I got bored and I saw that the current government that's being run is doing shitty, I would be like, oh, all right, it's time to be a hero again.
See, look at me in the eyes. If I showed up on your television screen tomorrow and said, reform, I'm leading the reform for our new government, how confident are you
I'd run the
that I
other
would
way.
not burn this country to the ground?
That's where the robot comes in.
That's
That's where the robot comes in.
where the robot shows up.
Just walk up. Your drums can't hurt me in this thing. Hey Kendall, I gotta talk to you. I gotta stay in this robot, but I gotta talk to you real quick. How far are you going, buddy? How far are we going down the rabbit hole?
Are we going down like the fourth right?
How are you reforming? I'm either on your side or I have to put a stop to
Right,
it
like,
now.
or I don't.
I gotta reform your reform, Kendall.
It's like, and the funny thing is, you wouldn't even like go. It wouldn't even be like, I gotta kill you to save humanity. You and me would be like, no, I think I'm just gonna. You go
Chill.
have a pen. Why don't you calm the fuck down?
It would be like the Iron Giant.
Right.
I'm just a jolly giant right now. Kendall, I'm here to help. What do you need, man? Like, I want to burn it down. Kendall, slow down there, buddy.
Put you on a little.
Write your
fucking-
feelings out first. Let's get this. We'll figure it out.
Like, why don't you talk to anybody?
The military is breathing down our backs now that you made that statement, Kendall. Let's fix that. Let's edit some things.
I would trust anyone else besides me to really help the future of our planet. Like, I fear for the world a lot because if I ever did apply myself like you guys apply yourselves, and I mean this, I need you to know this. You guys apply yourselves really well. I apply myself just enough to have like a really obscure knowledge about really technical knowledge. Like, I know quantum physics, quantum computing. Right? I know I've done hours upon hours of research in both of those fields, right? And yet I still barely know how to ride a train. You know? So if you guys were like, if I had the helm of the future of that, oh fuck.
I think we're all agreed there. Yeah, I don't think anyone's disputing that one, bro.
No, you guys would show up out. You guys would. Hey, I heard you're helming the future of humanity. Just real quick, can you put down a plan on paper so we can?
No, I'll just be
it?
like, can you tell me when this is starting so I can escape?
Where would you escape to, huh?
Fucking anywhere by here.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Honestly, fuck. If I was in charge, shit would be real rough.
If you were in charge, I'd just ask you how many days do I have left to live.
I wouldn't kill everything right away. I think if I became president, I could make it through a full term.
You not making it through 4 years,
I
bro.
could make it 4 years. I can easily. As long if I'm president, I just gotta sit down and not do anything for 4 years. I could make it to 4 years.
You get assassinated.
Do that.
Yeah.
That would be a way to go about it.
I could just not do anything for 4 years. Give American people just 4 years to get all the complaints out of the way before giving them new ones.
I know that. I stalemate.
Yeah. I stalwarts unity.
Yes, that's exactly it, dude. You would literally just be like, I veto that. You know, but that's with your party. I veto it.
Nobody makes any moves. You want to fight a war? Fine. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and we're going to stare each other down until you make the first move. That's what I would do. I would sit here and I'd stare you down until you make the first move. And right when you make the first move, I go, and then I go to 6 other countries and I say, hey, I'll give you billions of dollars to fight that man for me.
Kendall, I know what character you fucking are in one of my Korean mangas that I read.
Which one am I?
It's this one called The Regressor Manual's... Something like that, Regressor Manual's Playbook.
As long as it's not redo of a healer, I'm fine.
No. So the premise of this is the main character has somewhat like your mindset, or he just wants to... He's not in it for him, he is super. So. But he has this skill called the mind's eye, so he can see everybody's like traits and stats. And he goes and he finds the main, like the main character, the one who's like the regressor, one who's gone through this life and is trying to do it better. And he's just like, I'm gonna stick with this guy. He knows what he's doing. We're gonna benefit together.
Yeah.
But mainly for me.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not the main character. He's the main character. But he becomes the main character. You know what I mean? He's like, I can see all.
I want you to know the saddest thing in my life right now is the fact that I have no close friends that are also computer science majors. Because I would just follow you. If you were a computer science major, I'd just follow you. So like, where are you going? Cisco, cool. Where are you applying? What part of it is that?
He came with me to Tilly's. He came with me to American Science.
I'd be at the bar with him right now if I really had the effort level. Actually, you know, I was thinking about it.
God
the other
damn.
day. I would be a bar back. I would be a bar back. I wouldn't ask for anything more than make a paycheck. Doesn't even have to be a big paycheck. I can live off of $400 a month. $400 a month I can live off.
We gotta. It's a whole nother conversation.
Like I said at the beginning of this podcast, you guys want things, which is wild to me. I don't know how you guys want things.
I want better this world for people who come after me.
Oh, I want to abandon this world.
No. I know you do.
I want Star Trek to be real, just so I could get enough of a skill set to get on the
You've
ship.
given up on the idea that we could salvage.
I did the research. Do you know how many trees we have planted in America? This is really obscure, and I'm only going to say this once. Do you know how many trees we need to plant in America to offset our carbon
emission?
200 billion trees. 200 billion trees. Me and Cassie did the math yesterday. See how much it would take to buy a plot of land randomly somewhere to just grow trees on it. $5,000. But it's in the desert. So that's what I'm saying. I would love to fix our planet, but it's going to be so much work.
No one said it was going to be easy.
No.
And that's why he chose not to do
it.
He's a hard work, and he's like,
heard,
that way?
There's that phrase with the journey of 100 miles begins with one step, and he stepped back.
I definitely reassessed, yes.
He went, I have to take, no, I'm sitting down for this one. I got to think about this.
I did think about
like,
it.
I'm opting out, I'm staying on the bench. Don't put me in, coach.
This step starts a journey I am not down for.
But
because like y'all keep digging, I'm gonna stay here.
I mean, like I have my passions, right? Like fusion just fucking. Have you heard about what's happening with fusion?
Mm-mm.
Look at this. Also hear this. Fusion energy. I understand how that fucking shit works. Okay, I'm not no dumbass. All right.
No one said you are.
I said.
Why are you getting mad at that?
It is separating. Fusion is combining.
Right. So, by nuclear fusion, we figured out both types of fusion, and we figured out how to make both of them feasible and work. Just last December, on December 13th, I believe, we got our first combustion type fusion, which is where you take a capsule, fire lasers at it, get a bunch of energy back. We hit net zero, right? Which means we finally generated enough energy to just purely pay back that, and I think we generated like a little bit more, right? So we hit net gain on fusion energy this December. They say we're going to have commercial fusion energy for like public and society in the next 10 to 20 years, right? I Kid you not, I almost dropped everything I was doing and hopped on that shit. I was like, how much research do I need? A doctor? What do I need? Do I need a PhD so I can work on this shit? Because if I figure out fusion energy, I figure out light speed travel, and then I'm gone.
You are the evil. Spoiler. Have you seen season 5?
Of what?
Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
You are evil Morty.
I am evil.
You're evil Morty.
He did all that work, but look at all that work he did to leave. I want to know what he found. What season?
No, you're the current Morty who has the choice. But it's like you could sit. I have an extra seat. You can come with. Like, yes, please. You're that one. You're that universe Morty.
Yeah.
You go. Yes, I will go with you. Actually, that sounds delightful.
I because
just stumbled upon this one Morty that's like putting all this work in, and you're just like, me too. I'll go with you.
look, I want everybody to know this. If I really wanted to just cop out and be like, tried my best, I'm just gonna make a living and pay my bills, I'd be working at Steve's bar right now, following you to your new bar that you might eventually create, right? And just do that for the rest of my life, and I would pay my bills. I would pay my bills, I'd pay my taxes, and I'd be fine. But no, I got a computer science degree. Bullshit. I put in effort somewhere, and now I gotta make sure that effort pays off somewhere. It's bullshit. Everyone, listen, I didn't need to finish college. I could have just easily been like, it's not for me. Which it wasn't. College was not for me. College is definitely not for me.
I figured that I figured that out after we graduated.
Honestly, I would have, listen, I would have followed you. I still will follow you to the ends of the earth. Because honestly, following you means if anyone's going to use me effectively, it's this guy.
See, and that's that. The manga was talking about this. It's literally what the main character does. He's like, okay, I'm going to do everything that benefits me, but at the end of the day, I got to stick to this regressor because he made it to the furthest.
This guy right here. I would follow you, but you work in an office space somewhere. You sit me down doing paperwork. No, this man.
I work from home.
Oh man.
This fucking guy. What
You
the
work
fuck?
from home? I didn't know.
I've been working from
I
home.
thought you had to go into an office and do team meetings and everything.
Yeah, when they fly me to LA.
They fly. Oh, dude, what the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry, Steve.
Yeah, but
What?
Steve definitely thinks way more about shit than I do because I just do whatever I gotta
And I
do.
still gotta stick with Steve. Ultimately, I'm listen. I don't know. I'm putting myself on blast here. I'm not the guy.
I mean, I prefer you putting yourself on blast than me putting you on blast.
I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy to really sit down and go, you know, what's a good idea? An idea at all. I'm definitely a guy that's like, look at how I've been applying. Look at how I've been job hunting. And, you know, can you ask your family members if anything about computer science industry? Thank you. Bye. I'm gonna sit at home and play High on Life. You guys play that video game? No. Made by the people who made Rick and Morty.
God damn it, bro.
Right? I'm not that guy. I'm not a main character. I got plot armor like fuck. But I got plot armor like, you ever read Toriko?
Yeah.
You remember that guy who, at the beginning of the series, they were like, you want to hear my golden menu? And it was shit you could buy at any grocery store. He was like, I'm going to be the world's greatest hunter. And he had his 2 groupies with him. And at the very end, he popped out of that hole, and they were like, the food luck on this fucking guy. You remember that guy? I'm that guy. I made it to the end. I showed up to Toriko's wedding.
Bruh.
Right? I got to eat God. Right? Did I do anything to deserve it? No.
Just the guy in the group project that gets the A.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
I got a B in software development this year.
Yeah.
Alexander made that entire project. My group lead didn't even do anything. All right, Alexander made that entire project. At the end of it, I was asking my team. I was like, "Damn, I feel so bad that I let you guys down. I didn't do anything." Fucking shit, bro. Like half of them went up to me and they were like, "We didn't do anything either." Alexander built everything, and when we tried to work on it, it was already done. I was like, "Oh shit, all right."
See, Kevin is the panic button guy where he's like, guys, did we do it yet? And we were just like, dude, it's been done like a month ago, bro. Alright, well, okay.
And
Is there anything I need to do? No, it's been done.
I would like to point out, I tried to put in effort, by the way. I did everything Alexander did. Actually, I figured it out. I was like, this is how you build it, this is how you set it up, this is where you get everything working properly. And then when I did it, you know what they told me? They said, thanks for doing all that. Alexander did that last week. Last week, I spent the whole week of my life working on a project just so I could figure out how it worked. And then he went, Alexander did it. You need to work on documentation. I was like, okay, I'll do the documents. I'll do the documents. Guess what they did?
They did it for you.
Do it?
Nope. They just said, hey, I know Kendall's supposed to be working on this and doing the whole thing by himself, but how about we all contribute just one thing, so all Kendall has to do is write one page, and then we merge it together, and then that's our done.
Alright.
Plot armor is...
Plot armor is
This episode is just going to be called Plot Armor.
It is going to be plot armor. It's just, I am that weird friend everybody kind of wishes they had, you know? Where it's just like, if everything in my life went wrong, let me look at this guy and see how bad it would be. Turns out it wouldn't be that bad, but you have to come to in terms of you have to accept a lot of other things. Like, I don't control my life. I do not. I have zero control over my life. Zero control over my life. If my parents came up to me and were like, Kendall, we found you a job at this place over here, email this person, send them your resume, get the job. I do it. Now I have a job. And I'd sit right here and be like, hey, yo, guys, check it out. I'm making money and I didn't have to do anything.
And I'd just be like, God damn it.
Why is that going to be the outcome?
No, I'm not, at this point, I'm
I got
just like,
6 months to figure it out.
no, the world had 6 months for you to get shit. You just have to survive.
I just have to not flunk out of college in my last semester, and I'm pretty sure things will figure
Kendall's
out.
like, I just gotta wake up for the next 6 months and it'll work.
Right, like I need to open my eyes.
Come on, just keep doing the bare minimum. And what will happen?
I'm not doing the bare minimum. I'm doing slightly up. I'm not doing average. But I'm not doing the bare minimum. I'm doing somewhere in between those.
Kendall's doing enough to make it look like he's trying.
I mean, isn't that what we're all doing all the time?
We're looking like we're trying.
Some of us are trying, others
Are you trying right now? Or
Yes.
in your job, you wake up every day and go, I'm going to make a difference?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually do.
No.
I clocked in on Friday. I don't have to work this week.
Wait, so you went to work on Friday and you had to work this week?
Yeah, I went to go check emails and make sure nothing was like
Is
blowing
that-
up.
Is that not doing the bare minimum?
No, because we had the day off.
Motherfucker, when I worked at Cisco, how many days off did I take? None.
No. We have the whole, like, the company shut down for the week.
You,
Kendall, if the company shut down, you not clocking in.
No. If the company shuts down, I'm still working.
No, you not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. When I have to do any job whatsoever, aside from Tilly's, I showed up and I do more work than I need to get done. When I worked on the project this year, like I just said, I didn't wait. I was documentation. I didn't need to figure out how the project works. I didn't even know how to build a website in 2 weeks. I didn't even know that. I did it. And that's bare minimum to me. You know why? Because even though I did it, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about what I do. Nobody does. Nobody does. If I show up, people are like, oh, dude, fuck. Kendall, shut up. I have all the power in the world. You want to know why? Because I control where that bare minimum bar lies. Because if I'm doing it, if you're doing less than me, you know you're fucking up.
That's fair.
I control power.
Do you though?
I'm also pretty drunk right now. So putting that out.
I did a total. I got, I think, a total of 6 days that I requested off. 7 maybe. 2 of them were sick days because I got sick. I took probably like 30 or 40 shifts that I had to pick up to cover. So
yeah,
I would say I do definitely more than the bare minimum.
You definitely do more than me. But tell me this: if I started doing just as much as you, do you think you'd still be doing as much as you're doing now, or do you think you'd be doing more?
I would definitely be doing more.
Exactly.
What would you be able to do what he does now?
Yeah.
The thing is, do you think you could get to that level where I'm at?
Yeah. Now, I want everybody to know this. I could do it.
But will you do it?
I would.
No, I said, will you?
Yeah. If Steve came up to me right now and was like, I have a job, you're in the bar, you're a bar back, you show up this time every day, and you work till this hour every day, I do it. Now, remember my conditions.
Gonna complain about it.
I'm gonna complain. I'm gonna complain like a lot. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna come home every day and be like, motherfucker, you know how many fucking cups they use at Steve's bar on a daily basis?
I go through a shit ton of fucking glasses.
You go through a lot. And then I'd be like, you know how many women I just watched hit on Steve for the past 6 hours? So many women. Do I give a fuck? No. I'm in a happily committed relationship. I don't want women to talk to me. Fuck women. Fuck anybody who's single right now that thinks they have a shot. Fuck you. I would never, But I would complain. Do I care about other women? No. I've been in a happily committed relationship for 6 years. But if a woman talked to me and asked for my number, you best believe I would complain about that for at least an hour.
You complain about it?
Yeah, easy. You're fucking.
Ask for my goddamn number.
Right. Trying to complicate my life. They don't respect it. I'm in a committed relationship. They can't.
You not know I don't have a ring on my finger.
Does she not know I am engaged? She just met me 2 minutes ago and she wants me to give her my number? Fuck that. But I would show up. That's what I'm trying to say. I would
See, that's the difference though. You would show up. I show up 30 minutes early every shift to get set up. And then I fucking bust my balls every night to make sure the bar is over.
I can do that, Steve. I know I can do that. But if I did do it, what's your next level? If I did do it, where are you gonna go? If I made it to Steve's level, am I allowed to just be like, hey guys, check it out. I do just as much as Steve. Everybody leave me alone. Would that be
If
fine?
you got to Steve's level, I don't think any of us would bother the fuck out of you ever.
No, you probably would because
I'll probably be like, I can look at some shit.
because if I made this, here's why you would bother me still though. Because if I made it to Steve's level, you know I would make it to Steve's level in the laziest way possible. Like Steve shows up 30 minutes early, right? I would just make it my routine. That would just be my norm. I'd be like, okay, show up 30 minutes early, but it wouldn't be because I'm here to be 30 minutes early. It'd be, oh, I just showed up 30 minutes early because I fucked up. That's what I would say.
Because I keep thinking my schedule's at this time.
Right? Yeah, I would do that. I keep thinking I start at 6:30 instead of 7. I do it in the laziest way possible, and everybody would be like, "You're still not putting in effort." It's like, you know how, like, so Steve, imagine Steve's a mountain climber, right? He has like the pickaxes and he's like, God, he's climbing and he's working and he's setting it up. I'd be that guy that like Steve set up like a carabiner at his level and then he hooked me up and then I went, I mean, now
I'm waiting for the next one.
Right, you're like, you let me know when you get there and I'll be right there with you. That's how I am. But it works. It works.
For you, I could not do that.
It works so well. You have no fucking clue. I shouldn't. Look at. I got to a private school out of St. Lawrence. I had one of the lowest grades. Sorry, out of St. Justin's. I had the lowest grades in our class. Low. I think not the lowest, but I definitely wasn't like good. Good
don't
grades.
even know what. Yeah.
I got into a private high school. I graduated out of there, and now my mom's coming at me like, you can get a master's degree at Santa Clara University. You just got to apply. That's how I do it. I still have a master's degree if I did it. I'd still have a master's degree, but it's from Santa Clara University. That's a law school. They don't teach. They don't give a fuck about computer
I have
science.
some computer science stuff.
They do. They do some computer science stuff. I could tell you stories about that. That's another episode. But let me break it down to you this way. Would you go to Cisco for a burger?
No.
They sell burgers on their campus. You want to go to Cisco for a burger? Why the fuck would you go to Santa Clara University for a computer science master's degree? You could go anywhere and get a master's degree.
I mean, if you get in, fuck it.
I mean, shit. I could probably get in. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Google do got some fire food.
Google do got some fire. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. This is how I am.
I want to see if there's like someone else like Kendall, where they have hella plot armor. We just put them against each other.
Like
What the fuck? I cannot name one person like you.
I can't. I really
I literally can't name anyone who has plot
I know a
armor.
guy who looks like you. You don't act like you.
I can't name anyone who has plot armor.
Anyone who Cassie has plot armor.
I don't. I guess we just don't see it.
You don't see Cassie. I mean, Cassie's plot armor is.
I mean, Cassie's plot armor has like plateaued.
Not really. Cassie's plot armor is this. Cassie, the reason why Cassie's plot armor isn't as fun as my plot armor is because I have not suffered in life, and yet I still get plot armor. Wow. And I say suffering. I've had moments in my life that are wrong, right? You guys remember what happened between me and my dad a couple of years ago, remember? You know that story? Do you know that story?
Oh, where he was like, so actually, I didn't blah 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 blah.
Right. Where he was like, I need you to say this. To
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's happened to me. A lot of people in this world will go, "Oh, it's so rude. How dare you?" And I was like, God, you still gotta take care of me.
I'm still getting this money.
Right. Like, am I gonna get to see my siblings? And are you still gonna treat me like you've always treated me? Yeah, that's not a question. I'll say whatever the fuck you need. I'll tell her. I'm a pink elephant with wings. If you need me to say that, I don't give a fuck. I don't take. But when you look at Cassie's life was a lot of suffering. But out of that suffering came the glorious standing that she has in this world. Right? Her grandparents, fucking shit, man. Like that. Anything she needs, it's handled. Storm got attacked the other day.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they took someone. Her friend took her dog to the park, and there was a husky. Whatever. She got a gash on her neck. Right, it was gonna be billed like 500, 600. Grandparents were like, "You need a credit card? Do you need a credit card? We can just pay for it. We don't give a fuck." Right? That's plot armor. That's a good amount of plot armor. Now, she earned it. Did I earn mine? No. But am I a good guy that people love? Yes.
We did draw that conclusion the other day.
Yes. I'm a good guy. People love me.
Yeah, we're just like a handful, but he's a good guy.
I am a good guy.
He's got that good nature.
I'm not
Kinda hurt.
I'm not like classroom.
Like now, if you were like me with no emotional anything,
right,
you'd be fucked.
if I was a guy that took everything and just went, now you fucked up.
You'd be also supposed to put on Black Clover. The shield, the mortar guy who gets sent to the Reapers with the Jack Ripper.
You said in Black Clover.
Yeah. Remember when he fights in
the guy who creates all the insect things?
It was he literally creates like an armor tank.
Yeah.
Like, you can't touch me.
Right.
He fucking gets wrecked first.
Right. And that's my downfall. People who
That would be you with that if you had that attitude.
Yeah. I would look at that guy actually, yes, look at him.
Because he still made it, like, right?
He's the royal guard.
He still made it to a team. After getting his shit wrecked.
After everything that happened, he's the right-hand guard to the king. Remember that? They fought the elves, and he was like, I was just in the capital city when this shit went down, and now I'm with the king. What the fuck do I do? And they were like, get the king out of here. We're going to go fight. And he was like, all right, I'll get the king out of here. And he did. And now what? He's the right-hand guard to the king, right? He's making all this money. He's right up there. Did he deserve it? No. Not at all. But he did it. That's me. That's me. I don't really deserve anything I have in life. I don't. I really don't. I don't deserve you. You two right here, I do not. I do not deserve either.
I'm not saying anything. I'm gonna be
facts. And look at this. I want all the viewers. Look, he's not saying shit. He's just gonna take my friendship and accept it.
Plead the fifth.
He's pleading the fifth, and you know why? Because he loves me. Why? And I don't know why, but he do. That's a fact. Look at you.
That is a fact.
I mean, we agreed on this the other day.
I know, we can't deny that fact.
Thanks, man.
You hit it right on the fucking head. You nailed that right on the fucking nose.
Yep. And this has been a real big ego booster for me. I'm not gonna lie.
It's funny because he's very accurate in his own description of himself.
Yeah. I mean, at least he knows.
I can't knock it.
I'm not oblivious to my life, but I am ignorant. I remember me and Chris got an argument, and then we could end it here because this is funny. Chris and I got into an argument because I was like, ignorance is bliss. And he was like, yes, but living in ignorance means whatever. Right? And I went, yes, but when you don't live in ignorance, you feel the need to do things. When you live in ignorance and you just accept the system for what it is. I didn't code, I didn't fight. All the park. I got 6 parking tickets this year for $100. Did I fight a single one of them? No. Did I pay them? Yes. And now I still have enough money to pay for rent? Yes, because somebody helped me out.
Plot armor thickens.
Plot armor. Oh.
I was actually having another conversation about that. Where I was like ignorance is bliss, and I was like, is it though? Is it really bliss? To a certain aspect, yes. I agree now.
Yeah.
But it's because like I'm off of social media, and ignoring that shit is bliss.
Mm-hmm.
But it's becoming a thing where like the more I've ignored it, the more I'm doing in real life, and the more it's slowly becoming more relevant again.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It has not become bliss anymore.
Right.
And it's not ignorance anymore.
Because
it's
you know
right
what's
fucking
happening.
there.
Because you know what's happening, and now you know what's happening out of just natural channels.
Yeah.
Right. Me, personally, right? Look at me. Name any of the events that's happened in the past year, and I'll tell you the ones I know that happened. Ukraine and fusion. I don't know anything else that happened this year.
To be fair, I don't think I know much that happened this year either. I haven't paid attention to the news.
To that shit, dude. I'm working on me.
I only pay attention to things that are interesting.
That's the thing. I've only paid attention to the present things that are affecting me now. I was again another conversation I had with people. Like I didn't give a shit what's happening to the governor in a different state than here. I don't care. It's not affecting me.
No.
Why do I care?
Right.
Until it affects me to the point where I'm gonna get upset, I don't need to care about this shit.
Right.
That's small problems. I have bigger fish to fucking fry first.
And I do not.
The world is frying his fish for him.
Is it not frying? Like what? I have a certain number of money in my bank account right now. That is enough to get me to the 17th and pay my rent until I get my next financial aid disbursement. And then I get to continue going for the next for the next the semester ends in May. Until May, I'm not giving a fuck about my financial situation.
Kendall would be the guy where if he got dropped on an island and a god was watching over him and went, Kendall, I will give you what you need to survive. Kendall would take everything that God had for his life. Like, well, I could use a house.
They use shelter,
and a house
food,
goes,
and water.
Like, that's the only house you're gonna provide. Like, really? It's like a 4-story mansion. I can't live in this.
No,
I need it to be bigger.
No, I don't want things, Steve. Remember, I don't want things, Steve. God could come to me tomorrow and be like, "Here's oh wait, they did, didn't they? There's a 1-bedroom apartment you can live in and not have to worry about anything." That's what God handed me, and I've been rocking it ever since.
Goddamn, bro.
That's just how it is. Listen, if you are open to the gifts God gives you, you will never.
No, fuck this.
What the fuck? God's Christmas tree. All goddamn year.
Kendall has Fairly Odd Parents.
No,
That's what it is,
Kendall.
bro.
Legit. Kendall's just like, he sees God's Christmas tree and goes, I know this gift says for Jesus, but like, aren't we all Jesus in an aspect? Rips it open. He's like, yes, this is exactly what I needed.
You want to hear a really sad story that I kind of regret? I do regret this. I feel like this is one of the times in life where I went, oh no, you can't be this guy. I think I was 8. It was my dad's birthday, and they gave him like a Beanie Baby, and I went, can I have it? On his birthday, he was like, yes, and I was like, fuck yeah. And then after that, like I think 2 days after that, I was like, that was kind of rude. I did just get somebody else's birthday. I'm not going to be that guy. And I've never been that guy since. And since then, I've never needed to want anything. Because if I need it, it will be there for me. If I don't need it, then I'm not going to get it. That's how that works. What do I need in life? I need enough money to not be homeless.
That's fair.
Amen.
And Cassie.
That's fair.
Looking like I'm probably gonna have that. Look at this. 6 months ago, I was like, I'm gonna graduate, 6-figure job, start saving money, be a millionaire by 40. Now I'm like, get a job, make about $60K, which is for computer science is bare minimum. I think 60K, and probably not. Probably not. I live in the apartment we have for 2 more years. Maybe get a promotion, pull out a house loan, buy a house with a big yard. I do not have a plan past that, and I don't need one. And if God needs me to do something, He'll throw it on my lap like He always has done. When God needs me for any
Eric
mission.
Cartman vibes out of this guy right now.
What?
Eric Cartman.
Yeah.
From South Park.
Yeah.
Getting those kind of vibes out of him.
I'm sorry about that.
It's funny.
But it's a fact. When God needs me to do anything, He'll throw it on my lap and He'll say, Kendall, fucking do it. And until He needs me to do anything, I can look at YouTube, and I know YouTube will do it.
So basically, we're peasants.
You guys are peasants. You guys are above me. That's the whole thing. If I was a king, I'd be broke, and my people would be rich. But I'd still be king.
God, bro, I'm done with you.
Is that a bad mentality to have? You can't even say that's rude. You can't even say that's wrong.
How are we letting you lead us though? If we have no money as a king.
Because you guys have the money.
Yeah, so why am I letting you lead me if I got more money? The fuck? I'm gonna lead myself.
If Steve was a millionaire now, if Steve was a millionaire, if Steve was the richest person in the world right now, right? You know I'd be living life. You know I'd be
Steve would see how he would test the plot armor and not give you shit.
No, Steve would probably find somewhere to stick me where I'm not a problem.
Put him in this room.
Right.
Kendall, what do I need for you? How much do I need to pay you to not
fuck shit up?
To not cause a storm.
If you were Bill Gates, you would give me any random 6-figure job in a random building somewhere on Microsoft.
I would just
campus.
be like, Kendall, I need to pay you to be out of my way and not cause havoc.
The opposite.
What do I need to provide you with that?
100,000 a year.
100K a year. You need a house. Do you need a house? What do you? That's literally the.
Kendall would be the opposite of a personal assistant. Just like get the fuck away from.
Am I wrong? Because here's the thing.
Lit though
Here's
to
the
be
thing.
out.
On the path,
Getting paid.
it would be lit, wouldn't it?
Because it's like now you see my vision.
Well, like, here's the thing. If Steve needed my help anywhere between where he is now to becoming the richest man in the world, he'd have it. Free of charge.
But then the moment he becomes the richest man on earth, yeah, there should be a way back.
If I became the richest man in the world, do you think I'd let you guys live where you're living now? No. If I was a fucking trillionaire, if I was a billionaire, every one of my friends would have a house and they'd have a job where they could pay those taxes, and you go live your life. And I'd be sitting here, I don't care how much money. If I had $1 billion, I'd go down to $1 million. Just to make sure everyone in my life is taken care of, and that they don't have to worry about shit, because that's what I've been given. And I would give that to every single one of you. Now, from me now to getting there, fuck. That's a lot of effort on your guys' part.
Fucking hell.
That's a lot. That's a
At
lot
least
of
we're
you
getting
guys
paid on the
coming
back
from me.
end.
You know, the game plan though, it's like, Kendall, I gotta show you my vision. It doesn't happen. Where am I in this vision? You're right over here, doing whatever the fuck you want, Kendall. Sounds like a good deal, right?
It sounds like an amazing deal. Sounds like if I.
And when you want to join in the vision, you only have one constraint. Don't fuck it up for everyone else. That's it.
That's all I need. That's all I need. Listen,
I think we're all on the same page.
like, if I had one person in my life who looked at me and just thought, that's a blank slate. That's a blank slate. I can turn that into anything. And they took the time and effort to nurture me into whatever the fuck that would have been. Shit, biggest investment they ever pulled. Because that's going to pay off. Guaranteed. If one of you went, we're going to turn Kendall into a millionaire. Here's how you do it. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I need you to do. I'd do it. And I'd become a millionaire and you'd be taken care of for the rest of your life. But
here's the thing: if we have that power to turn you into a millionaire,
right,
that means we're turning ourselves into something more than a millionaire.
Right. I swear to God, let God put one of you on the path to becoming a millionaire and watch me just grab onto your coattails. Watch me shut the fuck up and be like, so what's the plan, buddy? Like, we making money? How you doing it? Like, what are you investing in? I'll throw my money right there.
Stock drops.
I'm gonna throw my money in there too. But let me borrow something. So I can watch it with you.
And you guys would help me because you love me, and I would
God
appreciate that.
damn it, bro.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm Ken was like, you
Hey, we know where
you
we
could have
stand.
opted out of this 12 years ago, bro.
Dude, this is the most honest I've seen him in his standing right now. We need to capitalize on this now. Like,
You had 17 years
to opt out of
to
this shit.
opt out of me.
Fuck.
Right? You guys all knew when we met each other, was I some good, do I have a lot of potential? Yeah.
8 years for me.
8 years for you.
Yeah, it's
Right?
okay.
You've had more than enough time to, right? Did you guys find me? Did I have a lot of potential? Yes. Did that potential allow me to coast throughout life? Yes. And did you have all the time and effort to go? There's no way he's ever going to capitalize on what he's been given until it's until it's the most, until the world is crumbling and my only option is to genuinely be the most effective, most brilliant mind on the planet. Until that time comes, until when I am the last resort, no. I was talking to Cass about this the other day. You know those times when you're living life and you, for some reason, your brain just goes, I'm going to give you pure gold for the next 10 minutes. And you feel your brain thinking and putting the pieces together and like problem solving. And you know that moment where like you're just 10 for 10 for like 10 minutes? You have that moment?
It's more than 10 minutes, but yeah.
Mine's 10 minutes, about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour at top.
Mine's been still going.
Right. Your mind's been,
My mind's been on point.
which is
for-
putting out gold for a long time.
Yeah.
My mind puts out gold when gold is needed.
Yours is like a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
When I need to know something and when I need to do something so that it can all be perfect. My brain, I swear to God, I've had moments I've been sitting down and I'm like I feel high almost off of the amount of thinking I'm doing. Like I feel like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. Right? I'm moving. But those times are very far and in between. But when they happen, everybody remembers for 10 seconds. That's why we kept this guy around. It's just enough to get you to the next point.
I'm not lying here. I think you're gonna be the catalyst of something.
Don't you? I feel the
do
same.
too. I don't know why. Don't know why, Kendall, but I feel like you're
He's gonna be the
reason.
person to stumble upon some
What?
shit and be like, guys, look
No,
what I
That's what
found.
I'm saying. He's gonna be the guy that one of us is gonna figure something out, and it's gonna be run through Kendall, and it's just gonna pop off for some reason. Like Kendall's just a conduit right now.
We're playing the long game.
Yeah, I'm a catalyst.
The very long
Kendall's
game.
literally like, I'm conserving my conduitness until it's ready.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting. I'm in waiting. It's just a matter of time before one of
Kendall's
us
the
in our
avatar, but he's frozen right now.
Group, yeah, there's one of us in our group just fucking goes metal bending. We figured it out.
And I would go, let's industrialize it.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like,
oh my god.
like I think about this a lot. If I ever had, you know, those times where like the thing where the president can like shut down TV and it's just them going, "This is what's happening. We need to."
Oh,
talk
the
to everybody,"
emergency shit.
right?
Yeah.
I fear more than anything in this world that happens to me one day. And somebody's like, "Kendall, you need to get on the news. You need to tell everybody about this thing you just found out." Because I'll be like, "No, call my boy Steve. Call my boy Steve. I'll update him. I'll fucking talk in his ear if I have to. But I'm not going to be this guy everybody's looking at for answers. Never going to be that guy. Steve could be that guy. You could be that guy. I will give you answers."
Steve would be that guy.
Steve,
I could not be that guy.
Steve would be the guy to be like, throw your questions to me. I'll try my best to find you answers. I will be that guy that's like, if Steve went, Kendall, I don't have an answer to this. Please give me an answer. I'd be like, all right, give me 1 week. And I don't have an answer for you.
He's just a really good rebound mirror, though.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't have to figure it out. I could just be like, Kendall, but what about this? You're like, or you just come off with some out of pocket comment. And you're like, wait a minute,
Half the time,
we figured it out.
half the time I don't even need to do that. I've had so many moments in life where I've been like, huh. And I've had a thought, and then the moment I open my mouth and I go, well, we could, and then somebody else has the same idea. The
Yeah.
moment I have it.
Yeah.
And then I go,
You
yeah,
just trigger
exactly
it.
what I was thinking.
Like I said, he's just the best rebound mirror.
I am, yeah.
You know,
know,
what
all
about
the
this?
talking-
I'm like, and we were just both on that, like,
Right.
we figured it out.
The
Shit,
moral of the story is, I'm not your guy that you want to look for. But if you have me in your pocket, shit, good on you, man. If you have me in your pocket, know that I got you. You needed $10,000 by next month. Best believe I'd work whatever fucking bullshit burger flipping job I need. Make sure you have that money. But you'd have to listen to me complain about it for a long time. But you'd have $10,000.
That's fair.
I don't even ask for money. I don't need money. I don't need money. I don't even pay. I pay rent right now. I don't even pay that rent. That's not my money. That's the school's money. That's a fact.
All right.
All right, we'll call it here because I think everybody's gotten the picture.
We figured it out. Yeah.
If you want the world to take care of you, be me.
The plot armor.
Yes. Here's how you develop plot armor. 3 easy steps. Be nice to everyone you ever meet. Don't be that guy that writes people off. Be nice. Second, put in the effort where effort needs to be put in. Always. Third, do not hesitate to take any fucking handout that is handed to you, no matter how fucking small it is. Don't be this guy that's all prideful, that's all like, I don't need you to find this for me or give this to me. Take it. Take it. Don't look back. And on that note.
And that's how the world takes care of you. Who takes care of the world?
Who takes care of the world?
We'll figure it out next time.
We'll figure that out next episode. And on that note.
He makes the world.
I mean, do you need me to figure out? If I wanted to save the world, I'd tell you how to do it.
Well, no, you make the world. What's your world?
My world?
Cinema.
No. My world doesn't have money in it. Money is useless for all intents and purposes. But we can get, that's a whole other thing. You know, I think
that would fucking huge.
That was because my thing is like, if somebody wants a yacht, and I don't know why whenever I think about removing money, my mind goes, well, if I wanted a yacht, how would I get that without money? If I wanted a yacht, I'd just be like, cool, we could have a whole system set up where it's like, do you want to build the parts needed to build a yacht? Cool. But how many yachts could we feasibly build before we go? We don't have enough materials for more yachts. And that's a whole other conversation. On that note, it's your boy Waffles.
And it's Bambi.
And it's Maui.
And this has been
Couch
Surfin Candle Edition.
God, peace.
Peace.